As a future paleontologist and somebody in paleo media, I have noticed a lack of dinosaur stories in the modern times. And I personally love those stories, and I love the way they are written and told. I also love history and many other things. So I have decided to make my own. Hey guys, welcome back to the Prehistoric Life podcast. I'm your host, Erik Crawford, and today we're joined with JP.
Hello, hola.
Author. And today, if y'all have been keeping up with me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been announcing, heavily insinuating, hinting, if you will, at a project that I've been working on that is officially out. It's been out for a while, and if you've been on my website in the past 3-ish days, you'll see that my book, Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards, is officially released.
Woo-wee! Yippee. I don't know how.
And yeehaw, something like that. And it's out. I'm just really excited to have it out, and there's multiple types. You can get ebook, you can get hardcover, paperback. That's it.
I myself have paperback.
Graphic novel coming 2090.
Jesus.
Yeah, if I live that long, there will be a graphic novel. I'll be old enough, something like that. I'll be an old man by then. Who cares? Who knows? But this is the official announcement, and I couldn't have done it without JP over here and another, not author, but illustrator, Bodhi, that has been on the channel. JP did that one, that pretty one.
The back cover.
Bodhi did the front cover, this pretty one. He's not here right now. Personal issues, so I'm not gonna. He's just feeling under the weather. But this is it is a very fun story, in my opinion. My opinion skewed here.
I can testify, if you like cowboy stories or just general like action adventure stories that genuinely just have a pure heart, you're gonna love this.
It's the story of I wouldn't call him a young man, but a survivor, Wade Blackwood, going about his life after losing both his parents to a demon, for lack of better words. So he has to go on a mission. He deems himself a mission to go out and collect blessed weapons, guns, pistols, revolvers from famous gunsmiths of the Western time to take down this demon. So will he succeed? Will he not? Buy the book. Read it. You can all know that. Just read the book. There will be a thing in the description or something. I'll figure something out. But if you're also like me and never actually look at the description of most YouTube videos, you can also go to my website.
There you go.
Which, is usually linked in my descriptions. I say usually. I think I've been forgetting it for the past 4 years now, even though I've been doing this for 6 years. Whatever. I haven't even had this website for 4 years. Semantics. But if you follow me on Instagram, it is in my Instagram bio, or you can just go to a search engine and go to www.prehistoriclifepodcast.com, and you'll come to this homepage where you can see all my videos. Go support the Patreon. See the Instagram. If you want to just go to the Instagram and go redo this the complicated way. But there's a new tab here, Store, where you can actually see the book. It's there.
That is so sick. Actually, hold on. I wanted to add a quick little note. The back cover It was inspired by another Western movie that me and Erik have both seen called Sinners. It was the one starring, what's the dude's name again? Main one?
You're asking names. I don't know people names.
Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld and such. Very good movie, but that's what mainly inspired the back cover with the Allosaurus against like the blood red sunrise or sunset, however you want to frame that.
And you get the cover, you get the little back description, and it is on Amazon too. If you want to just search for it on Amazon, you can find it. But you can also just come here. You can press any one of these, and it will bring you to. It looks very poor here because it opens in a new tab. It will bring you to Amazon where you can see it. You can buy your Kindle, your hardcover, your paperback, and just enjoy it. Have fun with it. Leave a review. Talk about it. Tag me and stuff. Make fan art. I don't know.
That'll be fun to see.
Cool. The lights went out again. I'm not going to figure that out right now.
That red lighting looks really cool in the background. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But again, post a review on Instagram. Tag me in it. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Twitter.
Good.
I guess you can try and tag me on those, but I don't exist there. So,
although I will say, if you're a fan of having like dinosaurs or at least prehistoric animals that are accurate to our current understanding, and also want to see like how they would be integrated into the, well, I say modern, but like this was during like, you know, the cowboy times. But if you wanted to see like how they would be integrated into that world, yeah, it's really well done and also very creative. So if you're just like looking for ideas of your own for a story about dinosaurs or pretty much anything, I highly recommend this as a source of inspiration.
And again, it's a story of just a Western. I took general Western themes: gunslingers, cowboys, outlaws, the police, I guess, Western justice, if you will, and just roll tide with it. Just went with it. And I mean, I also threw in some we'll say non-Western things in there too, for those of you who want to buy a Western book but don't like Westerns. But hey, I also just tried to pick some of those lesser known dinosaurs, give them some love. So
there is a wide variety of like some animals that even I honestly didn't know of until reading this. And like even the ones I did know of, again, they're done really, really, really well.
And I tried my best on trying to make it integrated into what would be that Western world of America within just with if dinosaurs were there, if they came across the Native Americans at that time and were like, oh, what is big lizard? We're going to take those. We're going to turn them into our society. We're going to use them as horses and carriages and things like that.
Yeah.
But also, just some personal inspiration from this book for me was generic cowboy story, Red Dead Redemption, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Clint Eastwood. Any of those just was the heavy influence there. I love Red Dead Redemption, as do apparently a lot of people. It won Game of the Year, so I wouldn't be surprised. But also just on top of that, Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs, how they're done, how they're talked about, how they're discussed, how they're referred to and described. That feeling.
If you've read Crichton's books, or also, I guess if you want to pull from other paleo media, the Primitive War books, which I myself am reading and can testify are absolutely fantastic. He kind of does them the same way here, although there is very much like a very good sense of style to it, and it's super unique. And frankly, it adds just a lot of like a demand for respect for the animals. Like they're treated as animals, but they're dinosaurs. And it's really well done. Again, basically what I'm saying is Buy the book. You will not regret it.
And for those of you who get the hardcover, this was a style choice of mine. You get really, if you want to try to pause the thing and get a snippet, go for it. But I chose cream pages for y'all so that it fit the style. That's only for the hardcover. Paperback's normal paper. We're not all rich over here. But I mean, also on top of that, there are some. I also tried to use some of the like folklore sense of not just like Western America in the 1800s, but also some of those like very few touches of other mythological senses, but also some biblical spins on it, for a lack of better words. Angels, demons, sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers? Or wait.
Read the book. Read the book. Oh, yeah, okay. But, I mean, I had a lot of fun writing it. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of non-sleepless nights, a lot of busy days, a lot of non-busy days. And and for those of you who know, I wrote Wild Cards, which is free to the public on Patreon. I'm going to put that on my website eventually someday. Whenever it happens, it will happen. There will be a library there. You'll see it when it happens. Just pay attention, keep checking on it. Yeah. If I give a date, then I actually have to adhere to it. But that's not good. But I wrote Wild Cards, and for those of you who actually have been, well, I guess no one would really know about that, but this is also another time to maybe drop some hints for some future projects. For those of you who have read Wild Cards and have loved it, there's a audiobook that may or may not be working on. Who will know?
Who knows? To add like the
it's
ellipsis.
Happening. That's why I'm mentioning it. Who said that?
It was the wind.
Of course, for those of you who, if I have been asked by some friends, why aren't you going to publish this? I said it in the Jurassic World universe. I don't want to deal with copyright. I can't afford lawyers to go against Universal. They got enough lawyers. I have none. So that's why. Copyright.
They have the lawyer. They have Gennaro.
It's true. That's true.
They didn't survive a T-Rex. Then again, I don't think a lot of people could survive a T-Rex, so I'm being totally honest.
Honestly, I think a lot of people would, because we wouldn't even be in its,
like prey range of size, yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't actually hunt us, but,
yeah.
Different discussion, different day. But, I had a lot of fun writing that. That was my love letter to the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, that universe, that franchise, but also to friends within that circle that I've met, Jack O'Hara, Dan, Anson, Jurassic. For those of you who have watched all of the interviews and stuff I've done with them, or just the Jurassic Legacy portion, it's my love letter to them in the Jurassic World franchise. And so that was a passion project that I just loved working on, and wouldn't have happened without them. So, but I couldn't have published it because of copyright claims. Well, technically no claims, because that would imply that I did publish it, but I can't publish it because of copyright laws. So I did the next best thing. I wrote an entire different universe, created an entire different franchise. It's not going to be a franchise. This is probably going to be a one-off book. Maybe in the future. Who knows? Future problems, future me. But for right now, it's not going to be a franchise. And, well, let's try not to knock everything off the table. This is it. Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards.
I will also say that, like, as a creative person myself who is always I already mentioned inspiration, but he has very cool spine and back cover. I wonder who did the back cover. It was me. But it's also very refreshing to see like kind of a non-Jurassic Parkified version of dinosaurs, because like okay, obviously a lot of people back on Jurassic Park, but it's still good. But even like the outer fringes of dinosaur media, or whatever you want to call it, often have the ripple effects of that franchise for obvious reasons. And honestly, like me personally, seeing something so fresh like this, like an entirely new concept, is it honestly just really fills me with joy that like there are other creative people like me out there, which is obviously it. Wait, where am I going with this? But long story short, it's something that I'm very proud of Erik for doing, since like as someone who's written a book and is in the final stretch of writing a book, like I can tell you, it is not easy. There's a reason that a lot of people say it, that they want to write a book or whatever, but then they don't do it. Well, there are multiple factors to it, but the main one is essentially they either don't have the time or just are not simply not willing to put in the effort, or whatever other factors you want to throw in. So seeing something like this, which has frankly a multitude of factors going against it, it's a pretty niche topic, dinosaurs, and it's essentially corrals itself into something even more so with combining it with westerns, but seeing it so well done and seeing it so polished and so alive and filled with passion, it's a very fun story, like to read and to imagine. So,
And without other side, JP here and Bodhi, I wouldn't have a cover and probably would have had a very poor cover because I would have tried to do it myself. And outside of writing, I have no artistic prowess.
I still remember the night that I tried to do like a random illustration of like a brontosaurus in front of like a sunset, and you're like, wait, can that be like an Allosaurus? And then like slowly the details they added on about like adding the scars, the saddle, the guns, and the position and all that. But ironically enough, I was watching Sinners while that was happening, and then later on, I know this, I'm not even kidding, I was watching the movie on the TV while that was happening, and I was just like, I could probably do something like that. And hence why the back cover looks like that.
And again, not knocking Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park. It's my favorite movie. I don't know about favorite book, but it's at least really high up there. If it is not my favorite book, it's at least number 2. But it probably is number 1. Jurassic Park is probably my favorite book. I draw a lot of inspiration from that, just as a storytelling mechanism. Just it's beautifully done. I love it. There's a whole portion of my channel dedicated to it, Jurassic Legacy, but it has definitely monopolized non-documentary dinosaur media. Okay. It's not necessarily a problem, but I would like to see some other paleo fictional stories.
It is a little harrowing that like whenever you mention dinosaurs, either the first thing that either pops up into people's minds is like either Jurassic Park the film, or if they have been through the trenches of social media short form content, like random scenes from the novel or whatever else, like usually pseudoscientific stuff. So yeah.
And again, without Jurassic Park, I probably would not be sitting here. I probably would not have written this book. Paleontology would probably be, I would say, a fourth of what it is today, if not like a 16th.
Jurassic Park did bring a huge boom to the business of paleontology and just general natural science, but that's a whole story for another day. I'd love
Jurassic Park is one of the best things to happen for paleontology. And I will die on that hill. But again, let's be real about the new movies. Some of these new movies ain't living up to the hype of some of those.
I mean, oh yeah, I love Dominion, pero like, chico, animal, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Don't get me wrong. I love Dominion. I loved watching Rebirth. I had a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot of fun making content with it. I have a lot of fun discussing it with friends and family and people I don't know and strangers I meet and newcomers that go and come. Who knows? But to write your own story, to put something out there, to build a different legacy not related to it. Because I have a plan. I had a plan for Wild Cards to be a trilogy. That's still probably going to happen. Don't hold your breath if it doesn't. It might not. It probably will, just because I have a lot of fun writing. But I also had plans for a different non-related Wild Cards content that took place in Africa on the Nile with Spinosaurus and Roland Timbo's son. And I may roll over into non-Jurassic content. Who knows? I might do something with it. I might not. I will do something with it, regardless, because that was a story that I really wanted to tell. If you have a story to tell, there will be people that are willing to listen.
Absolutely. And also, that doesn't just apply for writing. Like, I'll just add this quick footnote that also goes for visual storytelling, like painting, sketching, film that can go into music, acting, etc., so on and so forth. Believe me, you're not alone in the struggles of being creative. And you don't need an excuse to be creative. You can just be creative. It's one of the facts about being human, but I'll let you finish.
And if you want to write a book, if you are struggling to write a book, get you, man. This is like a year in the making, if not before that. This is like a year of actual writing. It's probably not even thinking about the actual like planning or thought or creative inspiration or things that came before that. I didn't even think about that. I just thought about like actually writing and like rough drafts and finals and editing and tweaking and yada yada, yelling at Jimmy, yelling at John, trying to figure out what's going on. But
was that meant to rhyme?
No, it just did. So pun intended.
It works.
But like, again, I finished writing this like, let me think about that, like a week, 2 weeks before I came back to college. And then I was like, it's publishing. I'm going to publish this and I got to figure out how to publish. No, I finished writing it like a month before I came back. Never mind on that part. But I was like, I got to publish this. I want to publish this. Traditional publishers, you need literary agents. I contacted
Ay, caramba.
I think it was 40 different literary agents, not a single response. It sucked. It's disheartening. You're like, okay, well, this isn't getting off the ground. Fine, I'll publish it myself. And it's like, depending on where you go, it can be $20,000, $25,000, $8,000 on the lowest, on lower ends with maybe some discounts. You get, it costs thousands of dollars. And I was like, well, I don't have that kind of money. Died like, dang. So then, like, you're scrolling on Instagram, seeing all these ads. Publish your book. They're all like scammy. They're like, it's exactly what's in your pocket, and you're like, I'm good. I'm good. And then, like, I was doing research. KDP, Amazon.com. Publish it for free. It does cost money to print, but the beautiful part about that, they just take it out of the royalties. You just got to price everything right. Like, you just price it for their royalties, your royalties, and what it costs to print. If it costs $12 to print, maybe don't make it a $3 book. Just a thought. But like I was saying, you can get it hardcover, soft cover, paperback, whatever you want to call it. And then there is ebook, the cheapest option for those of you who like reading online. I personally don't. That's why I still chose to publish it physically. I love holding physical books. I prefer physical books over ebooks and things like that.
Yeah, they feel tangible, and like this is speaking from experience. A lot of ebooks that I have, like, frankly, I rarely ever get around to finishing them. I'm not gonna lie. So like having a physical thing to hold to remind yourself, like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Whereas in your phone, you're trapped in like the tangles of social media and the notifications and blah blah blah, whatever. So yeah, and I actually wanted to add, where you were just talking about the production journey of the book post writing, or like post final draft, I guess. Like that's something that a lot of people face, and a lot of people often think about that from an early on, and that's often very discouraging. And then naturally, quickly or slowly, however it happens, the confidence and courage that they have can wither away. And I wanted to just say to anybody listening who is hoping to be a creative and actually like gain something out of it, whether it be like financially or I guess spiritually, just emotionally, however you want to put it, like you're not alone in the how I was going to phrase it in an article I was going to write, the throes of creativity, or because I think I'm going to go with a quote from a Marvel show, actually. Like, doing anything else is easy. Creating is really, really hard. But there is a lot to be gained in the action of creating, even if it's not for money or fame, just the act of becoming a writer, a reporter, an artist, an actor, a dancer, etc., etc.
Because to be completely honest, whatever I make from this is going to be awesome. If I make $1,000 from this, wicked cool. Y'all guys are amazing. If I make $20 from this, which I've already technically made more than $20. Different. I mean, I'm holding more than $20 in my hand, but semantically speaking, cool. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are amazing. I'm not in this for the money. The money is a beautiful side part of that. It helps me it can help me get other contacts for other projects and things like that, so I can do better with other projects. Maybe hire an editor for this podcast one day that's better than me. Do actual animation stuff. Get like an animation team. Get an a proper editor. Be able to hire and pay illustrators. Actually pay the other way. Pay that man something other than just thank you and a name and a title somewhere. Just other than recognition, because we're both broke as jokes.
Jesus.
I'm not just speaking for myself, am I?
You're not.
But the main reason is I had a story to tell. I had a story I wanted to tell.
Yeah.
I could have sat here, then Wade did this, then Wade did that. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't. Maybe down the line, whenever I can figure out how to do animation stuff or do another audiobook and figured that out. But it's a sense of legacy. There's something more now to just what I'm doing than this podcast. If it inspires somebody to make a movie, to write a book, do.
Yeah. Like I said, there's oh no. Mm-hmm.
You go.
Oh, just harping on the point that I made before, there's a lot to be gained, not in creating and becoming an artist or a professional in whatever field you want to do. There's a lot to be gained from it, be it networking, just general inspiration for things later down the line, inspiration for things you want to do in that moment. You never know. As a writer myself, there have been so many times that I've been writing. I mean, right now I'm writing a book about natural history, but there's been so many times that I've realized, oh yeah, there are tiny, single sentences that could be the inspiration for entire book series. So, yeah.
A story you tell today could inspire a generation of people.
Yeah.
It's what you think is unconsequential could be life-changing for somebody else.
Yeah. And I wanted to just quickly add, especially being a creative now is something that I at least find very honorable, especially today in an age where like creativity is kind of taken for granted. Yes, this is mostly going towards AI, which damn those clankers. But but
Hopefully,
but
AI.
also in just the fact that a lot of like, to put it bluntly, world's kind of in a sorry state right now. So being able to carve out a spot of hope or something that you, even if it's just you, something that you can cling on to, that is something super honorable. And I've never once met a person who genuinely put in the effort into creating and didn't get something greater out of it.
And I'm just hoping that I'm nowhere expecting this to become the next Jurassic Park.
Never know.
If it does, wicked. I'll make 50 more. I don't know. I'll do what the populace demands, something like that. I don't know.
Just it ends up being like Crichton's books, where it's like Spielberg makes a movie based off of it, where it's not like the book at all, and then it just bullies Michael Crichton into writing another one, and then takes zero inspiration from that one again.
It takes inspiration from the first book still.
Oh, God. Wait, did he actually?
Debatable.
Because The Lost World, the movie, is almost nothing like The Lost World, the book.
Oh, very much so not. But, aspects here and there, semantics. You can have that's a whole semantical argument that you can have for whatever. I'm sure there's some things, some here, some things there. It doesn't really.
Yeah, very fun topic.
And like, if people buy this book, I want y'all to talk about it. And it's not even for a marketing to get other people to buy it. If one extra person that I don't know that has no consequence to this buys it, I won. That's my goal. I'm happy. I want y'all to talk about it because y'all enjoy it, because it is for y'all. It is a project for y'all. Having money is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a loaded statement.
Oh boy. Other topic, other time.
Having money is nice, but it is not for the money. It is for y'all to enjoy, for y'all to read. That being said, no, it's not free. Because having money is nice. Yeah. I want to be able to put that funds into different projects, different animation, even this podcast, to go out west, do digs and film it and show y'all, go to different museums, get plane tickets to go places like Dinosaur National Monument, interview people there, actually be able to go out places and do that and talk to people. Things like that. That is my goal with this. I want the funds from everything I do to just channel back into this. I want this podcast to be self-sustained at some point. Just, I would love that. And I know that's probably another 10 years down the line that I'm thinking of, but
I mean, you just got me like hyped up. That went from like here to like skyrocketed in 2 seconds, but that got me hyped.
For those of the like 12 people that are watching this that have met me in person and talked to me about summer plans, I am planning on going out west this summer, whether that's for school or personal. Just, I'm going out west regardless. I'm saving for it. I'm trying to get there. I'm working on getting the money to do that. That is my goal. That is my hope. That is my dream. I've done calculations and things like that. I'm not going to talk about what I have and what I don't have for, safety reasons. But
very interesting.
If I can get there, I'm going to film it. Y'all are going to see it. Just going to just be paleo content, basically just field school, how to do field work from me. Like, that is my goal with that. While also doing it alongside some amazing people I've interviewed. Blanking on all of them: Clayton Phipps, Seth Sorensen, maybe some stuff at Dinosaur National Monument. What? Who said that? I didn't say that. Y'all didn't hear that from me. That's just speculation.
It was the wind. I don't know.
But also alongside that, since we're talking about other projects, you may have caught a glimpse earlier. Oh, what is this? What is this? Let me also show off my wicked cool Google slide abilities.
Also, real fast for clarification, that's not blood. That's supposed to be like the silhouette of water.
Whoa! I'm really good at Google Slides.
Sweet.
I love Google Slides. What? What is so? Since to wrap everything up with this, this is a project, not just one project. This is a whole series. Yeah. I loved writing this book in Wildcard so much that, and I love Jurassic Park so much, and I love just paleo media so much. I love it. It's literally what I want to do for the rest of my life. It is it is like a fourth, like one of the major founding things that is pumping my heart. Like paleontology is a huge part of my life. I love it. I want to put something even more than just this podcast back into it, even more than just getting the stories of content creators and actual paleontologists and XYZ talking about dinosaurs, building y'all a museum, whatever. I want to put more into it. So I'm starting a series called Genesis Reserves. Y'all may have saw that with my wicked Google slide skills. With the help of a lot of people, him, JP, Bodie, some friends that I know. In just drawing inspiration from people, drawing help and ideas from people, writing a series, starting with everything going on with Colossal in the modern day, with direwolves, Cenozoic stuff, woolly rhinoceros. They're talking about dodos. They're talking about mammoths.
There was an update on like the dodo, like I don't remember it off the top of my head, so please do not quote me on this. But like something about like getting chickens to lay pigeon eggs or something like that. I don't know, man. Like it pulls a lot of inspiration from that, basically.
But also Jurassic Park, but also with it. For those of you who know, this is not a political channel. I don't talk about my political views. I don't talk about others' political views. When this channel's up, politics do not matter.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Don't touch it with a 10-mile pole.
But for those of you who know, the U.S. NPS, National Park Service, has been defunded, and I am saddened by that because of the beauty of the national parks and the National Park Service.
Yeah,
it is just an overall sad time. That is a sad thing. And within that, I took the spin of what if Colossal were to buy the national parks. I use that very loosely because I don't think you can actually legally, realistically buy the.
It's a whole. It's a story. Like, let's be honest. That is probably like
stretch your imagination.
That may be honestly one of the most realistic elements of this whole thing, considering what's in it. If we're being totally honest.
Gene editing, forced evolution. Who cares? It's all just something, I guess. I don't know, but you know. What if Colossal bought the national parks? What if, we weren't completely honest with everything they're doing and they weren't just bringing back these Cenozoic animals for publicity and things like that? So it's just going to be a bunch of stories from, I'm personally going to say mostly over the U.S. I have plans for currently in the making, the Everglades. I think I'm like 180 pages in at this point.
As someone who has been privy to the progress of that book thus far, I can tell you, y'all are going to love this.
If you love Jurassic Park, that was kind of my goal. Not ripping off Jurassic Park, but it's kind of hard to not take inspiration from it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this was a genuine message that I sent to Erik. Like, when I was like going over some of it. There's a line. When you'll see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there was one that had me just like reeling back, going just like, holy Jurassic Park reference, Batman. And he just basically gave it the reaction equivalent of like, yep, there it is.
Had to do it. Had to use at least one. But I have plans for telling one in the mangrove swamps of Florida Everglades from actually unironically circling it all the way back to Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards from a trip to Florida that I went on, and I went into the Everglades, and I was like, this is beautiful. I should write a book.
It is literally its own lost world.
Most people post pictures on Instagram. I write books. I'm insane. But circling it all the way back, that was also the same trip that I finished Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards. So I celebrated there and had fun with that. Mangrove tour or something like that. But that's the first book. I won't talk about too much what's in there. I don't want to spoil anything. I do have plans for one in the Appalachian Mountains, that Appalachian Mountain range. I know it's a very large, just very long chunk of the country to just be like, yeah, that, but I'll make it work. Y'all see. I have plans for one in Alaska, maybe the Mississippi River, the Redwoods, maybe the Redwoods, the Great Plains, that kind of area. I do have plans for those, along with maybe not ocean stuff here, there. We'll hold off on that. That's definitely down the line. But when that comes out, you will definitely see more about it.
And you'll definitely see more from me because I do genuinely love supporting people who are storytellers in this niche subject that I basically just hope to find a genuine career / job in, like paleontology. We need more dinosaur storytellers out there.
At the point I'm standing, Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards is once this video comes out, once y'all are watching it at this point right now,
this moment in time,
I'm going to dox the time that I'm doing this on Thursday, September 18th at 8:34 p.m. Eastern time. At this point right now, Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards is finished. All that is left is for y'all to buy it, read it, talk about it, and enjoy it.
Yeah, Erik is probably going to kill me on the side for Erik is probably about to kill me from what I'm about to say. But like just before we started this, he was like, "I have a to-do list," and like the one thing that's like not left, like it doesn't have a mark yet, is tell people about it. Daddy,
like this from my part, at this moment, it is done from me. Like, I may make posts about it, but that's just additional marketing, basically. But this book, it's out.
Also, I'm sorry, but that's a really cool shot.
Hate it if you do. Cool. Talk about it. I'd love to hear some. Honestly, I'd love to hear some negative feedback. I'd love to know what I can improve on. Being real, make videos about it. Make Instagram things about it. Tag me in it. I'll respond to them. I'll look into them. If you get enough, I'll make a whole video out of it. I'll make a whole 2-hour-long video of me responding. Maybe somebody's like, this lore doesn't make sense. And maybe I can add some writer's insight into it. Who knows? But Genesis Reserves is my next set of projects. That's what I've been working on. That's what I am working on. That's aside from school. What? It's the next set of projects. And this is actually where all of you readers come in.
All of you people of Middle Earth.
I personally don't have a set number of books planned. I have I think 5, maybe 6. Actually, I can kind of count right now, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I have 6-ish, 6, 7. 6 or 7.
Oh no! I saw that hand moving the entire time, and I didn't want to call it out because I've heard
everybody in the comments type 6, 7.
No,
just interact with the video. 6, 7.
At bare minimum, add million years ago to at least make some semblance of sense. Por favor.
At this moment, everybody say in the comment section, confuse the people that didn't watch this video. Just say 67 million pages. This is a crazy book. Just confuse everybody that doesn't watch this video that just looks at the comments. Have fun with it. But
I feel like the only book to really be that long would be maybe that one version of Lord of the Rings that Tolkien wanted to publish that was like all the 3 books mashed into one.
Tolkien's something else. That dude is just built different.
Yeah.
But as for all of you guys come in for Genesis Reserves here. This is not official font, official art, or anything. Just whatever you wanna call it. I currently have 7, 8 books because I don't want to say 6, 7 again. 7 or 8 books planned. That is my personal. This is the first one that'll be coming out. Roots of the Lost. Gonna workshop that. May or may not keep may not take it out. I don't know. That's a debate, different topic, different publishing time. We'll focus on that later down the line. But I want to hear from y'all. What dinosaurs do y'all want to see? What dinosaurs do y'all want to have stories about? Where would you like to see a dinosaur?
I want to see Nanotyrannus. Who said that?
What? That's not real. Maybe not. I really don't know anymore. I've kind of lost track of that.
Yeah, genuine question. How was that ended? Like, I'm not even being sarcastic.
Off topic. Is Nanotyrannus valid?
I mean, obviously, an animal resembling a small Tyrannosaurus did exist. What it actually was, cladistically speaking, is different.
It's the validity of Nanotyrannus remains a subject of ongoing debate within the paleontology. With new research challenging the consensus that it was a juvenile Tyrannosaurus rex and suggests it may be a separate valid genus. Okay, so maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?
That was the most like yes, the floor here is made out of floor answer I've ever heard.
Man, these stairs looking real starey. In the comment section down below, you know what? Tell me, do you think Nanotyrannus is a valid genus? Do you think it's not? Which side are you on? Are you
that'll boost the algorithm with like how many comments you're gonna get of just people going at each other's throats.
I genuinely am curious. What is the consensus with y'all watching this? Are y'all pro Nanotyrannus or anti Nanotyrannus? Because I won't say anti Nanotyrannus. Are you pro Nanotyrannus or pro juvenile T-Rex? Which one are you? Do just type hashtag Nanotyrannus or hashtag juvenile T-Rex. Just say so. I am genuinely curious where everybody stands with that. I think it would be cool to have Nanotyrannus. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really looked into that a lot. I probably should have. I have probably 60 pages of backlog that I should read on those. Oh God.
But you got spooky, scary skeletons, spooky, scary Nanotyrannus. We have one skull of the dang thing.
Something like that. I already have plans for Suchomimus, Megaraptor, Megaraptor, something like that. Sauropods, Allosaurus, Torvosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, Spinosaurus.
Wait, I'm going to betray Erik real fast. This guy will put Allosaurus into anything. I swear to God.
Hey, it's my favorite dinosaur. I mean, nobody says that about Suchomimus. But both of the things I've put have had Suchomimus in them.
Yeah, you made it the secondhand characters dinosaur in Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards.
Main good dinosaur in my wild cards.
Good? The good dinosaur?
No.
The good dinosaur?
No. But I genuinely want to hear because I do have I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I do have plans for Alaska too. I want to do something in Alaska. I'm thinking more of a territorial dispute between Cryolophosaurus, Eurotyrannus, and Nanucosaurus. The three of the most famous polar murderers. Polar, that's probably not the right word. Polar predators in paleo side.
He wants to get I wouldn't call it the Trinity, but he wants to do that thing where every series does, where it's like it starts off something, but then it goes. Then you have the cold season, but then you have the tropical one, then the ocean one, then the one in the woods, then the spooky one, like that. But like obviously that's generalizing, and that's not what's going to be happening here. It's a very unique thing. I was cracking a joke. It was a very bad joke. Stupid.
But I also want to hear from y'all. What dinosaurs do y'all want to see? I don't want to just put out a book with like Eoraptor and everybody's like, why would I cool?
I mean, if you use it right, then honestly, I'd be down. It's a early sauropod ancestor that looked like a carnivorous dinosaur. I think that would be cool to have.
True, but again, if one of my friends, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he'd like that or not, but semantics down the road, he loves Acrocanthosaurus. He wants more Acrocanthosaurus in Paleomedia. I'm crazy. I'm going to write an entire book for Acrocanthosaurus for him, and because I want to. Just like, I don't know. It's just like if I make
have fun and interact.
When I want this to be a fan thing. I want this to be for y'all. I want this to be something that y'all can interact with.
Yeah.
I don't want there to necessarily be a set continuity, if that makes any sense. I know it's a little weird, a little difficult to say. There will, of course, be a official canon storyline within the books that I write and all that. But if y'all write fan books within the same universe, sure, canon.
I'm just imagining you seeing some like rando on the internet write an entire manuscript and you just being like, all right, I see you. Boof. But like basically to quote what Guillermo del Toro said when he was making Pacific Rim, he said that it was a movie made by people who love monsters and giant robots for people who love monsters and giant robots. And yes, Pacific Rim is a very good movie. I highly recommend it. Absolutely. There was a point like in 2024 where they had it come out for like Hispanic Heritage Month or something, and like they had it out in the theaters, and I missed it, and I wanted to punch myself for missing it. But still, again, very good movie. I highly recommend it. I've watched it like a billion times with my dad.
This is a dinosaur series for dinosaur fans.
There you go. Made by people who love dinosaurs for people who love dinosaurs, and as someone who loves dinosaurs, I can testify that this is really being made by people who love dinosaurs.
And I personally,
that is a lot of loving dinosaurs.
I personally am choosing to stay away from the famous ones, the Tyrannosaurs. I do plan on doing Spinosaurus. I'm gonna regret that. Maybe not Spinosaurus, but something along.
Dude, genuine idea. Have the Spinosaurus in your series just look like Spinosaurus just for the memes, and you can get away with it since it's like genetic engineering. You could use like elephant seal base. I'm not kidding when I say that. You could do that.
No, I'm not that rude. I'm not that evil. Just if y'all make a suggestion, be reasonable with it. Be like, hey, I think ankylosaurs in Paleomedia, oh God, I'm going to make another book from this, are horribly represented. I think ankylosaurs would be incredibly dangerous considering they're walking tanks. What if you did an entire book where ankylosaurs knock over the arches? I don't know. Something fun.
The arches like the musician group or?
No, the ones out west. Arches.
I'm like terrible with geography and landmarks, dude. This is just me revealing to the world how niche my psychology is.
It's
not gonna lie. I used to think,
super unrealistic. Who knows?
Okay, those arches. Jesus, I thought you were talking about like man-made ones.
Put Stegosaurus in the Grand Canyon, or one of my personal favorite. I can't even really justify it. I just think it's a really cool idea. A Margosaurus in the Arctic Circle.
Something could be done with that.
I can't even justify why they would be there, or realistically why you would put them there, but something about a Margosaurus with the Aurora Borealis in the background just strikes me right.
I was gonna go with that.
I don't know. Other than that, I'm just like,
So I love how this whole time, like my side of the screen is just like blinding light, and your side of the screen is just like a cowboy Slenderman against like a red light and a yellow light.
but to wrap everything up,
yeah,
Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards. It's official. It's out.
Very lovely book.
Buy it. Get it.
As an author myself, like one book already published, Soria, the other one coming out soon. Possible trailer incoming. Who said that? It was the Great East Wind. Okay, I'm gonna screw myself over with that. But like, as someone who's written a book and is done too about dinosaurs and has like wanted to do a fantasy book revolving around dinosaurs, this absolutely magnificent. Whole lot of fun. Whole lot of like very thought-provoking too. Like pretty deep in a lot of areas.
If you like westerns, if you like westerns, if you liked if you like playing Red Dead Redemption, it's not the same as playing a video game, but it's a
basically
story. If you like it's a dinosaur story.
You know the story, you know the movie The Valley of Gwangi?
Yes.
Basically, imagine if the Valley of Gwangi suddenly decided to like chug down an entire Monster energy drink. That's what Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards is. I'm being totally honest.
It's quite the comparison. If you like mythology and high fantasy, well, I wouldn't say high fantasy because I think that implies
like castles and knights and
yeah. If you like
fantasy, historical fiction
stuff, I put that in here. I love the show Supernatural. I'm not gonna dox myself more than that, but
like to put it bluntly, and like I don't want to make the book sound like depraved or anything, but like if you are a nerd who likes nerdy stuff, you will nerd out with. There you go. You're gonna love this. Genuinely, it's very, very lovely story with absolutely amazing little details thrown in there. Like the whole time, genuinely, my brain was like, because I have like a hyperactive squirrel brain, with like a hamster. I have like a hamster wheel, but the hamster is dead. And believe me, it was just spinning the entire time I was reading this because it's really well done. Like genuinely, and like, look, I'm the creative editor of the school newspaper that. And I've like overseen a lot of projects written by a lot of amazing young men, and I've seen how a lot of them have good potential or are done, I don't know, pretty badly, or ones that are done really well, but the heart really isn't in them. This is done well and it has a lot of heart in it. Believe me, it is very well done, and you're not gonna regret it. Like, I think it's inevitable with every book. There are some parts that feel long, but when it picks up, God, it is so well done. Seriously. Ay, caramba.
But just get it, talk about it. If you make a post about it, tag me in it, invite me to collab with it. I'll collab with it if it's on Instagram, because apparently that's the only thing I'm ever going to get because I'm too lazy to figure out other social medias. Not lazy, too busy. Yeah, let's go with that.
I mean, to be honest, then again, that you'd be throwing yourself right into the trenches of God knows what.
True, but you know,
it's like the caverns of Skull Island from the Peter Jackson movie with all the crazy bugs and the muck and stuff.
Yeah, but I personally suggest the hardcover because it was always initially going to be a hardcover. I'm not even going to lie. I chose the cream pages because I thought it just fit the aesthetic. Just made it way better. In my opinion, show off some other pages just for laughs and giggles. Oh
yeah, I was
artwork in it too. By
actually, hold on, wait. You want to show the close up of like the bottom of that picture? Little fun detail. This is like the behind the scenes stuff that I love seeing. I did some wanted posters for the two main characters, the protagonist and antagonist. Down at the bottom, you'll see that the possible associate. Who is that?
Huh? Who is that? I don't know.
It's supposed to be a fun show.
But yeah, there's cool artwork and stuff in it. If you want to make artwork for it, cool. I will gladly dedicate a whole episode or something. I don't know, showing it off, talking about it. Do it. It'd be cool. Stay in school and don't do drugs.
What?
I don't know.
That just went just like that just took a hard like turn. Just Jesus.
I
Good advice though.
I was told that there's probably that I have a lot of potential for a sequel by a publisher that I tried to interact with.
I mean,
if I make one, you'll hear about it. If I don't, you won't hear about it.
okay, I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I thought you were gonna say you'll hear about it, but then I thought, wait, but that one, Yeah.
You won't hear about it. But Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards, as of September 18th, 2025, a random Thursday. I'm picking this day because it was the same day that, well, actually, it was yesterday that I got my hands on the hardcover. But Gunsmoke and ThunderLizards is officially out. It is officially out. I'll figure out thumbnails and stuff later. But I guess, do you have any other way? I keep doing that. Final thoughts, final words, final touches of encouragement for the people if they have a project they're working on?
One, again, very lovingly made, and it's a very, like, the way I would describe it, it's a very vibrant and alive project. Like, you can tell the person who made it, they put in a lot of love and effort and passion and thought into it. Very well done. Absolutely love it. Like, it's the kind of thing that a young version of me in 8th grade would have absolutely gone nuts over. And, well, I'm not going to talk about that. But long story short, yes, please get this. Support people who are creating in the face of basically very, how would you, like, anti-creative circumstance? How would you put it? Like, you get what I'm basically trying to say. And secondly, yeah, if you are a person who wants to create, to quote, oh God, if he ever finds this, he's gonna kill me. Mr. Ventura, the art teacher at my school, if you don't need an excuse to be creative, just do it. If any, like, I don't even want to say art form because there's so many things that you could do in life, basically. Just do it. Take your dreams somewhere. Like,
one thing I have said on this channel, one thing I have said on my Instagram, dare to dream. Do it. Like, to quote Shia LaBeouf, to quote Nike, just do it. Like, go for it. Whatever, like, that project that you want to do, that story you want to tell, there's an amazing thing you can do. It's called ghostwriters. They're a thing.
Wait, ghostwriter? Wait, what?
Ghost?
Oh, God, I was about to say, like, what the heck?
I'm not crazy.
It's so crazy, man.
If I know people, they're not the most amazing at storytelling and vivid details. That's fine. I get that. There's workarounds for that. There's ways to help yourself with that, and there are tools to help you do whatever with that. But maybe you don't have the time. Maybe you're not as vivid with your words, if you will.
Yeah.
Passing that idea on to somebody, just being like, you just gotta be respectful. Be like, hey, could you put like inspired by me or whatever in it or something? Just like,
go for it.
Go for it. Like, there are people that will help you tell your story.
Like, to basically, like, bounce off of what Erik just said, just do it. And also, wait, was that Shia LaBeouf quote? Was that from the Transformers movies, or was that?
No, that was Nike.
Oh, that was from a Nike ad.
Nike ad, as far as I'm aware.
Because the only thing I know Shia LaBeouf from is from the Transformers movies. Jesus Christ. That's a whole other topic. Yeah, this is something that the moderator of my journalism club says a lot. I'm going to say his name now, Mr. Delgado. Please don't fire me from the national team, sir. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you are genuinely committed to the story that you want to tell, then you have the will, then never take no for an answer. That doesn't mean just like harass people into like doing stuff that you want. That means always find another option. There you go.
Find your options.
Yeah.
I had to do that. Publishers wouldn't answer me. Literary agents wouldn't answer me. So I just took my business to Amazon.
or some just went like nuts.
Amazon exists. You can do it for free. For free. Not a dime out of your pocket.
Yeah.
There will be time out of your pocket, though. That is dedicated to time.
To be fair, that's kind of with anything that's worth. Wait, what's the
worth doing will take time.
Yes, there we go. I was like, I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to say it.
Ugh, 50 BC, 5000 BC.
Oh, that took me a second to get that joke. Jesus.
Ugg said it, yeah, before he hit Grug over the head with club. And then conflict entered the world. Kidding. But just if you're passionate about it, dedicate the time to it. Figure out how to make it work. Figure out what to do, where to go. If you're writing a book, get a manuscript first. It might be the best thing. Write the actual book so that you have something to present to people.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. That was very fun. But, God. There's some unspoken stories there, but just dedicate the time. It's not going to happen on its own. You can't expect it to happen on its own. I personally, I don't want to say I'm tired of movies, newer movies. There are a lot of good movies out still. Newer movies coming out. I have a lot of fun, even with Rebirth. I know a lot of people poo-poo it or crap on it, but at the end of the day, I still had fun.
It was.
I still watched the movie and had fun.
It was a fine movie. It's just the one thing that it based itself on like the dinosaurs no longer being on the mainland. That was stupid, in my opinion. Who said that?
Well, still, like I still had fun watching the movie.
Oh no, yeah.
But to put that dedication, to put that care into something, into a legacy, to call your own, there's
something very special about it.
It's a very good feeling. It's a very positive feeling. So before I end this, just do it. Dare to dream. Go for it.
There you go.
But that is all from me for right now. I am your host, Erik Crawford. This has been Prehistoric Life Podcast. You can find me. You're probably watching this on YouTube. If not, you can find me on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I think I'm supposed to say something about that. It's somewhere down there. Just look below the video. You know what to do. You're probably not your first day on YouTube.
If it is, then first of all,
welcome to YouTube.
Oh God! Imagine it's some 10-year-old or something, and they're just like, "What is this?" And they have no idea what they're walking into. If that's you, little Timmy, give the phone back to your mom right now. You know you're not supposed to be on this app yet.
But again, just thank you all for being for future whatever. If you guys hate it, I don't know why.
It's better than ignoring it. I will say it's better than ignoring it.
It gives me criticism to work with at that point.
Yeah.
To improve future projects. If y'all love it, even better. Yeah, I'm shooting for that one.
But I honestly feel that's what everybody's going for.
But again, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Erik Crawford. It's JP signing off. It's been Prehistoric Life Podcast. Remember, keep it prehistoric. Bye.